Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Now, as you'll be probably very well aware by now, it's been quite a while since I've done one of these, isn't it? Yes, quite a while indeed. A couple of new things have happened. Firstly, the big news is I've got a brand new PC which I can record on now, so hopefully we'll get a nice consistent frame rate and high quality graphics for you to all enjoy throughout. Secondly, well, you can see it right in front of you. We got a new DLC to have a look at. Yes, we are currently on the London Overground Mildmay Line, and we are driving. Gonna be taking a first look. Admittedly, I have had a look at this. I have seen the route in its full glory, sort of thing. I've had a chance to drive it, and I think the best way to describe it, to be honest, is perfectly flawed. And you'll see why. There's a lot of bits that have been done really right with this route, but there's also a lot of bits that have been done really wrong with it. So, but we go through that. I want to try and create a nice balanced review of this route, and hopefully you'll agree that it works out well. Like I say, I love it. Ooh, better go off this train or we'll end up in Liverpool Street. Not that it exists, so we won't end up anywhere technically. But yes, as you can see, Class 710s, we've got reskins for. By default, when you buy this route, you'll get these reskins if you have the Gospel Oak to Barking line. And you get Class 720s out of them, and you'll also get, as we saw a little while ago, 345s. Now, they've also added, as a substitute for the Central Line services, the 72 stock. Did that passengers? What? I'm literally seeing people... Oh. Right, okay. We're going to pretend... I'm going to put that down as a model problem on the original train and pretend I didn't see that. Right, so you may be looking around wondering where all the passengers are. To put it bluntly, there's problems at the moment. They're having issues with passengers, and they're looking into it. This is DTG, not Incredible Trains who made the route. Number 345. Should we go over and have a look at what we're actually supposed to be driving? Let's go and do that, because some of these bits are quite nice. I mean, look. So, from what I can tell, they've not fully detailed the platform. Fair enough. You don't really need all the detail here. Oh, nice one coming from Bishop Stortford as well over there. But yes, you don't really need all the detail, do you? You just need basic detail to get by. Realistically, it's the Mildmay Line. You're not going to be driving over here. There's no need for it. But it's cool they've put it in. And to be honest, I wasn't even expecting to be able to walk over this far, so it's nice to be able to do that. These are disappointing, I must admit. This is one of the first things. Quality inconsistencies are all over the place in this route, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. I'm well aware that this route was developed by a single developer within a year, but there's a lot of stuff I feel that's being rushed. It feels like they've done certain bits really nice, and then they've rushed their time a little bit with the rest of it, which is extremely disappointing. And one of them is these corridors. You'll see a lot of these corridors around, and they don't have anything interesting in them. You got the odd poster, the odd map, which is nice, but it doesn't look like Stratford. Now, to be honest, it's nice that it curves, because the corridors at Stratford do curve a bit. And if we come up here, this is quite nice. This is really well done, I must admit. It's a shame we just missed one. We'll have to wait till the next train comes. But yeah, honestly, it's really nice. It's really nice to look at. Is that collectible? That is indeed a collectible. I also saw another one up there. Yeah, no, all of the walkways pretty much usable. But they don't really do anything, you know? It's disappointing. Again, not necessary. I can live with it. How often, realistically, are you actually going to be down there? The chances of that question are probably not ever, to be honest. So, but nevertheless, what we got? 18. We've got 7 minutes till this departs. I think that gives us enough time to have a nose at Stratford. I mean, if you want to skip through through the nosing around the station, then do feel free, because this is probably the only station we'll nose at. Maybe Wilson Junction if we feel like it, but, you know. But yeah, the maps are nice, though. I mean, maybe a little bit low res on that, but yeah, okay, I can forgive that. I can forgive that. I'm not gonna take Avon for that. It's nice that they've done the actual branded ones, because of course when we got the original Goblin line, it didn't have any of the branding on it, did it? Like, it just was just hello. Now apparently planes have flight paths. Like, they actually have real world flight paths. I presume that one's probably taken off from London City. Anyway, getting distracted by planes. Yeah, no. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's over here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw that train coming in. I thought it was coming in this side, but no. But there are a few services that do terminate over on platform 12 and platform 11, which is nice. So, you know, you can get a little bit of variation. Get that collectible right there, the defibrillator. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, a lot of this stuff, let's be honest, something like that, that's, I would say, very simple to edit, to change. Give us a game update. There's an invisible world boundary there. That could do with fixing, but, you know, just give us a little game update eventually, and just fix a couple of these problems. That's clipping. That's interesting. And, you know, a lot, and I'll try and point out what can easily be fixed as we go along. Because like I say, I've done route development myself. A lot of people turn around and say, oh, you can't criticise until you've done route development. Okay, I have done sort of this kind of stuff. Not for Train Sim World, but for Train Sim Classic. Now, I don't know the processes of Train Sim World, but the actual modelling and creation process... Oh, we got DLRs as well, by the way. I imagine it would be pretty similar. And, you know, there are a few niggles in the route that are like, yeah, I think I probably could have done better than this. But we need more time. A year, I think, was rush job. We're just going to ignore that. We're just going to ignore it. One of these objects is in the wrong place. I got a feeling it might be the fan, to be honest. It would seem the more likely one, considering it's static. But then again, actually looking at that, that looks like it's not attached to anything, that grill. So it could be the grill. Again, little things like that, easy to fix. Well, I say they're easy. They're not easy to fix, but relatively easy to fix. Let's drive this one. Where are we going? Is it Richmond, this one? Or is it Stratford? I'm not in service currently. That's what it is. Oh, let me, yeah, there's some really... You gotta struggle sometimes to, Richmond. Okay. Doesn't really matter anyway, we can't go that far. Another disappointing thing in the route, but I can let him off, to be honest. First route, you just gotta get used to the tools. You gotta have a realistic expectation. Yeah. Would I like to see this, project delayed to get more in the route? Of course I would. Of course I would. Absolutely. I would have taken more time with this if I was him. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Also, we're not going to get a single passenger on this run, just to make you aware, because they don't exist other than in the sockets. Again, not a developer problem. It's a DTG problem. Let's get these doors open. Let's also get all of this stuff enabled. And we're going to take a wander. We can take a wander through the train. People have pointed out, okay, yeah, that's a bit close, but there. Again, relatively minor fix. This irritates me slightly. Why put the maquette on when you could more than easily put the black that they actually have on, you know? Just little things like that. It doesn't make a difference overall. And you'll see as we get driving, the quality of this route is honestly spectacular. It is an amazing route. The workmanship of... Oh, we'll put it in auto, actually. Let's do that. Ooh. I think that... Okay, maybe a bit dark, but... Yeah, okay. Oi! Bruh. What are you doing? I opened the doors for a reason. Are you just, like... Wow, cheers game. But yeah, no, when I first saw the 378 model, I wasn't too sure on it, to be honest. It looked a bit off. Now I see it in game, I think it's alright. I think it's alright. Maybe there's something slightly off about it, but overall, I think it's okay, to be honest. So, no real problems with that. No real problems with that. I think you just looked a bit squished. Maybe the headlights were too big. But, like so look at it in the game. Something just looked slightly off. When you look at it in, against a real-world photo, though, it looks fine to me, to my eyes. It looks fine. I've just unlocked the doors. Have you unlocked the doors? You have unlocked the doors. Okay, there we go. That's good. Let's have a quick nose at the underframe. We know we like to have a nose at underframes on new products. Okay. Shoes there. Is there any motors? I can't see any motors. Doesn't mean... I mean, they're not necessary, really, at the end of the day. You can't see a lot in there. It's just nice to know it's all there. No drawbar. Okay. Okay, like I say, it doesn't bother me too much, all these little bits. Maybe a bit low poly, but to be honest, this is the only time I look at an underframe. I'm not going to have him over that. It looks good enough. It looks fine. Hey, and we've actually got a thing that's all right. Oh, warning sticker with a texture error on it there. So yeah, there's a few little quality control issues, but if we come to the air and we have a look at what's going on, I'm sure you'll agree it's quite pretty. I'm sure you'll agree it's quite pretty, and you know, we've got all of this stuff outside going on. The distance scenery is awesome. Route Master buses. Honestly, doesn't it just make you feel like you're in London? It genuinely makes me feel like I'm in Stratford. This scene here, I've stood around here, and it is just about like that. Also, side note, my old button box that I normally use isn't working at the moment, so I don't know. I'll try and fix that at some point, but you know, it's fine. Let's go, shall we? Let's get a little bit of this trainage on the road, because we've not done it well on the rails, I suppose. Racing a DLR here. Actually, I've not heard any DLRs. Have they got any sound effects? I'm guessing not. They don't have anything, I don't think. Okay. Apparently it's a Transport Fever 2 model, and it was just added because the guy made it, and he's like, do you know what? LOD AI. Why not? And you know what? I agree. I think it was a great addition. Might not be the best, but it doesn't need to be. It's distant. Maybe one day we'll get DLR, but I think DTG have pretty much written it off, so... The thing I like about the addition of things like that is that if we ever get a C2C route, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, if we ever get a C2C route, for example, or we get the Great Eastern Main Line, or something along them lines, you know, these models exist now. They will be used in the timetable in future. Almost certainly. And it just excites me. It really excites me. I mean, you can apparently already sub this into Watford services, Watford Junction on the the Line S line, if you so desire. Apparently they don't spawn on their own. You have to manually spawn it and select it. There's also the little bits like this. People walking across the bridge. It's so unnecessary, but it's so cool. Like, there was no need to put people up there. 99% of DTG routes don't. And yet, because it's not a DTG route, well, I make it sound like I'm bashing on DTG for not adding people. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. Like I say, it's not a necessary feature, but it's cool that it exists. It really is. You know? Just a little thing to make the route feel a little bit more alive. And that's what a lot of Train Sim World routes, particularly Train Sim Classic routes, were actually lacking in. The feeling of being alive. So it is really nice to be able to see this in its full glory. Where's the copper box? Is that supposed to be the copper box? Probably. It doesn't look quite right, but fair enough. Oh look, freight train as well. Yes, there's a lot of freight services as well in this route, and a lot of different variations on the freight too. I mean, you've got obviously Stratford services. You've got Stratford services that come off the East Coast Main Line. You've got Stratford services that go on the West Coast. The Goblin, you know, all of them. They're all here. This train also has really good brakes, so if you do slightly think you're going to overshoot, just slam the brakes on. Job done. Maybe beyond the marker, but who cares? Who cares? I presume that's either off the Felixstowe or Daventry. Probably one of the two. Huh. Reading a newspaper. Right, so this is a really good example of a station. This is a great example. Unlocked doors. What? What? Okay. Let me show you the station quickly. We'll hang on. Unlock. That is really weird. But yes, this is a great example. So you got your lift, and yes. Oh, this one doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Okay. You know, everything's here. Everything's here. I haven't tried exploring it yet, to be fair, but it should be over there. But you know, I can overlook that. If you actually got an interior model to the station, you'll see a lot of the stations later. They haven't got any kind of interior. They're just a basic white corridor that you know doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. That was weird. It said unlock doors, but I needed to lock the doors. Whatever. Oh, nice. We got low pantograph as well. So yeah, this is an example, like I say, of a really good station. I love this one. And Homerton, Hackney Wick and Homerton are probably some of the best two stations in this route. They are honestly awesome. Have we got Richmond on the... Yeah, we do. Okay. I was going to say, didn't look like you had Richmond on it for a second. Speeding a bit. It's fine. I was trying to find out whether it was good, whether it actually said Richmond on it or not. Oh dear. Right. That's pretty. That is pretty. You got to admit. I'm gonna screenshot that. Maybe that'll become the thumbnail. Maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Get a bit of speed up. We've lost a bit. I think there's a... There we go. I was going to say I think there's a 40 ward there as well. Oh, slipping a bit. Yeah, apparently this route has a Lower Dijon section. So wherever you see the yellow leaf sign for the Lower Dijon, apparently that's actually mirrored in the game. So that is pretty cool if you ask me. Apparently it's underused according to DGG, but it's nice. It's nice to have it. Look at the scenery. Look at the scenery. Like I say, you've got your little bits. Your fact that the corridors aren't quite right at Stratford, and there's a few modelling issues on the train. Again, patch. I reckon somebody's probably already reported all these. They're gonna get fixed. I reckon they're gonna get fixed. There we go. So yeah, once they get fixed, this is going to be an awesome product. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still an awesome product already without all that. But you know, it's just gonna put it that little bit cut above the rest, sort of thing. You know, just make it all the more awesome. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Look at this. Oh, that's cool. I've not seen the checker marker before. So look, this I can deal with. People were moaning about the fact that you got the white walls here. I can deal with that. It looks like what it should do. Even if it's not perfect, it looks like what it should do. You'll see a lot of stations later that don't have any kind of entrance or exit to them. They're just a walkway that goes straight under. At least Stratford, the corridor bends round as you disappear, you know? Somebody was also moaning about the horn sound effects. Which, yeah, okay, apparently they're from a 377, but I can live with that. I'm not going to be too concerned about the horn. You don't hear horns very often in real life, in reality, so there's not really much of an issue there, let's be honest. Trust me when I say this as well. Oh, there's a person walking on the path. Oh, that's cool. Yes, trust me when I say this as well, though. This would have taken a very, very long time to build. You're on the viaduct here, and from my experience, viaducts are horrible. Are absolutely horrible to try and build. Honestly, because you're above everything, You got to build such a vast area, and funnily enough, obviously because it's the West Anglia Great Northern route, this is the area I'm trying to reproduce. And honestly, it takes so long. It's so time consuming. Can you stop, please? Can you stop, please? Thank you. You see nothing. You see nothing. This station is nice. On the most part. On the most part. Now, let me... that's got a working lift. I thought it did. Let me point out the new entrance. The new entrance don't look like that, I'm afraid. Again, maybe that's me being a little bit overly... Oh, look, it must be perfect. But, you know. There could have been a tiny bit more effort there, maybe. This is what I mean by if more time had been assigned. This is cool. This is cool. You get boards. You get departure times for Hackney Wick. On the other hand, this. I despise the fact that this is still here. This is a horrible model. Ported from the... Train Sim Classic. And I'm not a fan of it at all. It's got a hole in it here. In there. And at the end of it is just... there. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm sorry. Maybe that's too harsh on it, but it is... Nah. It doesn't do anything for me at all. It needs a complete rebuild. It's entirely inaccurate. Like I say, maybe I'm just getting overly protective over that particular asset. And I'm not saying every single asset has to be made to 100% quality. But there are a few key features on this route which I do feel have been rushed through a little bit. Like with that, and we'll have a look at this station, because I've not had a look at the contents of this station yet. What's going on upstairs with the hallway? Oh, you silly little thing. I'm too busy concentrating on my talking and not driving. This is great. But as you can see, it's good though. It would have been nice to have had the little Dalston Junction round there, but I don't care. I don't care. You don't see it, so it doesn't matter. DTG had it initially though. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, this is nice. He's actually done some work to this, yes. James approved this station. Lock that doors. And the brick textures are actually really nice on this. I'm not gonna lie. He's done an awesome job with the baking. Can I like? Hello. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. These services are drivable, not to this point, of course, but between Highbury and Islington and Canterbury, you can drive them. So if you literally want to jump in and take a train from one station to another because you've got like 5 minutes available, you can do it. You can do it, and I do like things like that. I do like little bits like that. Just a little gameplay thing, you know? Just helps. This track is very wobbly, but it's very wobbly in real life, so I trust that it's been done as accurately as possible. That looks a bit kinky, admittedly, but beyond that, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, as you can tell, I've got very strong opinions about this. This is probably, out of all the routes that we've had in Train Sim World, this is probably the one I have the most knowledge about in real life, I reckon. So, do excuse me if maybe I get a bit overbearing about some of the assets. Again, I don't expect them to model everything. There's just a few little bits that I think a bit more time. And don't get me wrong. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that all this came together in a year. The amount of time and stuff in this. It takes me ages to model anything, right? So the amount of time and effort that's gone into this is nothing short of a miracle, especially to get it out in this time. But having said that, we are paying for it. And the price, I do think, may be a little bit high. It's 25... Ooh, okay, that's orange. That's orange, not blue and red. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yes, yeah, okay. This is nice. This is nice. I like this station as well. Ooh, little plump. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I like this. I like this. I like this. How are we ahead of schedule? Are we ahead of schedule? I think something's balked with the scenario setup. I'm going to be honest with you. Would have been nice maybe to have had these updated, because these count down to the next train as opposed to show the time, but, you know, it's fine. At least they exist and they work. That's all I have to say on them ones. And like I say, it's nice that the likes of Hackney Downs is actually represented on the departure boards. I do like that about this. Right. This is where we start running into our first source of quality issues regarding assets, I would say. Because we'll have a look. We'll have a look at what's going on at Highbury and Islington over here. I like the sounds, personally. Probably open the window, actually. So we can hear more sounds. You may have also noticed as well, some of the stop markers are well out from where they really should be. So that's disappointing, but that can be updated. That can be updated. Right, let me show you this here. It doesn't go anywhere, but moreover, these aren't clear. Now, Train Sim Classic, I wouldn't really have much of a problem with it. But for a game that markets itself as the next generation of train simulation, I just feel it's a little bit lazy. Regardless of whether it's one person or not. And I get the guy's got to get the route out. And he's got to start making a bit of return on his time and his money. Oh, that's a bit high. Oh well. But I just feel like more time should have been spent on certain bits. Like that. I should have had at least some kind of interior to it. I mean, you've got stations that don't have anything at all. It's just a walkway that goes under and comes back out the other side. So that is quite disappointing, to be honest. This bit, and the bits between stations, they're lovely. They're lovely. They're absolutely lovely. It's just a couple of bits with the couple of bits with the stations themselves. Just could have done with a little bit more finesse and a bit more work, I reckon. I would have liked to have seen it. I would have preferred to have seen it, because we're paying £25 for this. Which is cheaper. It is cheaper than the £30. Can you... I thought I was in step 3. Oh, for goodness sake. I tried to put it into step 3. It clearly didn't like it, so, cheers, game! Cheers, game! Oh dear, right. Quality number 1. Or, well, I say number 1. We've had a few, but... Point being... Ooh, okay. Okay. That can be fixed, again. It's just a modelling problem. There's a gap in one of the lifts I've noticed as well. I can't remember where it is. I think it might be Hackney. So you've got a working lift here, right? Stranger texturing going on over here. Over here? No. Apparently you can't walk onto this platform either. Which, in some ways, is alright. In other ways, just leaves a bit to be desired. I mean, you've got stations like Kentish Town. Okay. You're missing a couple of steps there. You've got stations like Kentish Town that literally don't have any working lifts between the two platforms. That doesn't go that way either. That sort of goes off in this direction. There's a big wall here. It's a big wall that does that. So, oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Taking pictures of my mistake. Nothing happened, sir. Nothing happened. What are you looking at? What's on your reel today? Oh, look, Train Sim World 4. Oh, you know there's a, apparently there's new DLC available. That's cool. But, you know we're on Train Sim World 5, don't you, mate, right? you can get the next best thing. You know? Guy with the suitcase. Overground time. That's cool. That's cool. You can read it as well. Yay! That's awesome. I like it. I like it. Trust me, I've driven this route once before. I did do slightly better at driving it. Trust me on that one. Oh dear. Oh, oh, oh! Was that a slip? Might have been a slip. Chasing yellows now, eh? Wonder if this is just for the corner. Could be just for the corner, to be fair. Oh, I did notice a floating crash barrier, floating arm code down by Stratford as well, which is interesting. Again, something that can be easily fixed. Just to point out a note, though. Slip through quality control. What's it sound like inside, actually? It's very quiet. Could possibly do with some more, fans and air conditioning. Oh, okay, they don't connect. They don't connect, that's interesting. Another train there. Little yard. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. $20 miles an hour, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. What? Where's the... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say. I was gonna flip and say. Where's the old bridge? Have they got the old bridge? Yeah, okay. There it is. There it is, nice. Holding everything. There we go. There we go. Right, yes, let's have a nose at the walkway. Or maybe not. Maybe we won't. Yeah, there's some really weird collision things with the camera going on. You can't actually get down into this one. But to be honest, we've probably got time to quickly go and have a nose, haven't we? Let's run down the platform. Run down the platform, grab that while we're on our way. And here you go, here you go, here you go. It don't work. It don't work. In fact, it's not even in the right place, because if we come down the stairs, the lift shaft literally comes out inside the corridor. And bearing in mind this is the only way out of the station, you're limited to that. As your escape route. There's a few little gaps in bits, to be fair. But, where's the exit, you know? It's not necessarily necessary, but at least in most routes, they put a corridor that links off. There's just nothing here, you know? It's weird. It's weird, I'm gonna be honest. It's a strange creative decision. So if we come outside, let's get them doors closing. You can't get in, you know? It's like, okay. Could have been something there. I mean, if you look at Gospel Oak, DTG modelled that, and it's lovely. Comparatively, it's lovely. Some of the stations do let the side down a little bit. Like I say, it's not even the fact that they're bad. They're not bad by any stretch of the imagination, and the corridors are entirely acceptable being like that. It's just inconsistent, in my opinion. just inconsistent, and the inconsistencies are quite disappointing. I'm going to be honest. I would have liked to have seen more time taken with the route in developing it in order to get an overall better feeling route, more polished. You know, it's the polish. That's what's missing with this. It's a great product, and it's a lovely thing to play and drive with. I've got no problems with the train, or as in, like, how it drives and all the rest of it. There's obviously going to be bugs with it and all the rest of it. I reckon indeedy. Maybe we should have taken one the other way, but the sun's over here, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, there's always a pole, isn't there? Always a bit of catenary. Always a bit of bloomin' catenary. Let's focal point. It's the, I always forget which one it is. It's the FOV I want, isn't it? There we go. Let's come down to the fence level. I'm going to rotate the image, not that much. I just want it a little bit, just to help it fit the frame a bit better. And depth of field. Focal points. Let's just turn the depth of field up a little bit. Let's put it on 40. Is it, how do you hide again? Oh, F. Okay, I literally just want the front in shot, in focus, you know? That's clear. That's not quite. I think they've done wow. Okay, we've lost the shot anyway. Typical. Flipping typical. That's going to be a beautiful thumbnail, and then I ruined it, didn't I? By pressing the wrong key. I meant to press F to bring the menu back up, the overlay. And I didn't. The same is true with this station, to be honest, with the underpass problem. Exact same issue. No real entrance or exit, and they just link from one side to the other. Again, realistically not a problem, but just inconsistent. At least my driving is better on that station, though. Also, the back doors on this train don't open, which is probably why it's saying unlock doors, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, it is. Weird. It's weird. Yeah, nah, nothing at all down here. Signs, and maybe the odd poster, but other than that, disappointing. Disappointing inconsistencies. But, once again, does it matter? Probably not really. Probably not really. Can it be fixed with a bit of work? It would require some work. Like I say, I think it would have been better if they'd done it in the first place. But you know. But overall, I know it sounds like I've done a lot of route bashing, which maybe I have. But the overall, as you can tell, it's an absolute stellar job. It's a proper job that's been done with this. Somebody compared it to feeling like an open world game. That's terrain issues, I think, over there. But yeah, somebody compared it to feeling like open world map, and it honestly does. There's also more terrain issues over there, interesting. But ignoring the terrain, it looks like London. It feels like London. It looks vast and massive. And maybe the limited height you can fly in this game helps that, but it looks complete. And the scenery is spot on. Like, you got a random bloke there walking down that path. That didn't need to be there, but it is. You got bushes and grass and trees all over the place. The route looks pretty. It looks lived in. Like I say, people and cars and all sorts all over the place. It's a really nice experience to drive, and like I say, I do feel £20 for what you get would have been a fairer amount, but for the effort that's gone into this, I can't argue the £25. I can't argue against the £25. Maybe buy it on a sale if you agree that it's a bit much, but for a fiver, I haven't really got a lot to say, to be honest, over a fiver. You know, he can have my money for that. Like I say, there may be the bits that I reckon I could have done better, but not in the time scale. Not in the time scale. Okay, fair enough. We're going to ignore that. I think that's a DTG problem anyway, to be honest. Would I have liked it to have taken longer? Yes, absolutely. Is it awesome the way it is? Absolutely, once again. I honestly, I'd love to say I can't say a bad thing about it. There are bad things about it, but I'm sure you'll agree, they're all minor. They're minor. I haven't actually raised a problem that's like, oh my goodness, do not buy this, it's terrible, it's game-breaking, it's been stupid and useless, and except, no, nothing like that exists. Nothing like that exists with this project. It is a nice thing, and I can see myself driving this just as much as I've driven the Goblin line and the Bakerloo line. I really can. Bring back that. Let's see if we can do something more fun with this. Shall we? Where's my focal point gone? I want to do that, and I want to. I'm sure they've changed the minimum focal point. I'm sure it used to be closer. I'm sure you used to be able to get more in a shot before it became fuzzy. Let's F that. Take a screenshot. That'll do. That'll do. Let's get going. The other thing is, stations are outright the thing that take the longest time. Do you know what? I think I'm going to commit. I think I'm going to commit. So if I was to rate this, I would probably say that I've got to give this a 4 out of 5 star, or a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really do. Like I say, I can't give it 5. I'd love to give it 5 because it really is an awesome route. But despite all the negative comments I've said, this is honestly a 4.5 star route. It's almost perfect. Just needs a little bit more work, and then it'll be awesome. And then it really, really will be awesome. Not that it isn't already, of course. It's a low degen zone, I believe, so that's why we're slipping. But I thought they were only supposed to be active in the autumn. Looks pretty spring to me. Oh well. Bit more power. Bit more braking power. Doors. Right. I mean, you look at this station as well. This one's a good example. This one is a very good example. You come out here. Look at the scene that's going on here. Look. It's so bustling and full of life, and trying to work out where these are. Oh, that's to Doncaster, and that must be also on the East Coast Main Line, I reckon. Just some random place. It's full of life. It looks like a bus is clipping through all of the stuff, but other than that, there's a little park there. It's everything and more than it needs to be. And then there's just their little errors. The little bits. He's put so much effort into some of these stations. And then others he's just looked at and gone, whatever. I haven't really got enough time to develop these. I'll just send it out as it is. That's how it feels. That's how it comes across to me, at least. Like I say, I would have much preferred a little bit more development time just to get them stations looking a little bit better. The bugs, little gaps here and there, no problems with them. They'll probably be fixed. The misaligned fan, for example, I imagine at some point it will be fixed. So there'll be a patch for that. No worries, no problems, no drama llamas. The stations, on the other hand, I've got a feeling they won't be updated, which is a shame, because it just brings down the overall consistency of the route. Doesn't make it any less fun to drive. They're nothing that you can really see, but they're just little niggling issues in my mind that are like, yeah, I really wish time had been taken to get everything the same and spot on, you know? You know, and hopefully that doesn't sound too harsh. I cannot, and I mean it, I cannot wait to see what Incredible Trains comes out with in this next project. Goodness knows when that'll be. Probably quite a while, I imagine. Probably another 2 years or so, I would say. But overall, honestly, hats off, great stuff. If he can learn, because like I say, he's a one-man band. If he can learn from a couple of the little pointers that the community are going to raise about this, he'll probably be the best developer in the entire game. He really could. He's already very close. He's touching DTG territory on the Goblin Line. He's very close to that, trust me. Trust me. The Goblin Line is probably my favourite route as far as the quality of it's concerned. This is right up there with that one. I mean, there's so much AI. The timetable. There's a blooming 700 down there. You get HSTs, which maybe aren't quite time appropriate, but I can live with that. It's better to see something than see nothing at all. This station, on the other hand, is not time appropriate at all, and it does bug me. I must admit, it does bug me. Because you've got all of these new buildings that have been put up. These have only gone up fairly recently. And you've got the branding, the Mildmay branding, which has obviously only gone up in the last couple of months, or the last month or so. And then you've got the old exit, which, might I add, is another one that suffers the same fate. I don't know if you caught it there, but it's got no interior. It's got no interior. It's literally just, oh, well, I have to put this in, so I'm gonna put it in. You know? You can't see out the glass. You can't see out of these bits. It's just a white walkway. And the new entrance should be here, and it isn't. To be honest, that probably have done him some favours to actually ignore this entirely, build it as it is there, without the steps, and put the new walkway in. I wouldn't have been surprised if that actually took less time to actually make, in all honesty. I'm hearing a lot of noises in the background, actually, which I keep thinking are coming from around me, like outside and in the other room and all that. And I don't think they are. I think they're actually in the game. I think they are actually ambient sounds. The ambient sounds are there. They're all there. You don't have to listen very hard for them. I'm doing a terrible job of the driving today. Terrible job. And it's supposed to be an easy train to drive as well. Crikey. I'm looking forward to apparently they want to layer in some 710s onto these routes as well. And like I say, looking forward to that. That'll be quite nice. That'll be quite nice. Yes, you've got these as well. AI here. It's a split-second thing you'll see. You're unlikely to see it. But you got AI tube trains, obviously Bakerloo stand-ins, and you also have a Chiltern reskin of the 166 to make a 165. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a fan. Not of the principle or anything. Just the reskin itself. It doesn't look very good, in my opinion. But hats off to them for trying. Hats off to them for actually doing it. So, and maybe there's some kind of copyright issue which meant they couldn't completely reproduce the original livery that Chiltern run anyway. Obviously, they couldn't have it branding. Elizabeth Line has branding, and the DLR has branding, because all of this has been signed off by TfL for the sake of the overground. But Greater Anglia, Chiltern, anything that's been added, main line operator-wise, doesn't have any branding. I would say I bet my passengers are feeling quite ill from the harsh braking and stuff, but actually, as you will see, there ain't no passengers, so it don't really matter. Oh yes, it'll be nice when they fix this. But like I say, this is a DTG issue. This isn't problem. People are saying that these don't exist. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Couldn't comment on them. These are nice, that they've actually got the different maps in. The front door doesn't work. I have no issue. It's only an emergency door. You'll probably use it once, maybe twice. These things never couple up to each other, so there's no reason to have a gangway through. So I've got absolutely no issues in this emergency door not working at all. I think that was the right decision to save time. And I think my game may have crashed as well. Lovely! Lovely! Amazing! Amazing. Thanks for that game. It didn't crash for me the other day, admittedly. It didn't crash for me the other day. Oh, the app already running. Stop running it and let me play the game. I was going to load into Wilston because we were basically at the end. There wasn't a lot to go. We'll load into Wilston. And we'll have a quick nose of what's going on up there, shall we? Let's do that. Come on, game. To be fair, like I say, with my new PC, it doesn't take long. Doesn't take long for it to load. I want to do some Trends and Classic videos as well. I've got that installed, so I do intend to do some of them at some point. Like you say, my upload schedule is literally non-existent, so don't hold your breath. Don't hold out for anything. Expect I won't do anything because I'm lazy and I've got other things to do, and I'm also lazy. Did I mention I'm lazy as well? So, oh dear, yeah. Honestly, videos are a lot of effort. I like doing my radio shows on Truckers FM because you gotta talk and then not talk. Oh no, yeah, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, and then you go wild. But to be fair, do head on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JamesClass37 if you want to see more, because pretty free wasn't what I wanted. So I want to start the game. No, I want to go to the main menu. But yes, do head on over to there because I've been starting to get back into live streaming. So if you're interested in that, I've done a single Euro Truck Simulator live stream. A lot of it is going to be Truckers FM content, like behind the scenes looks. So if you're interested in that, then you can come and have a look at that. But otherwise, there's plenty of well, I've got a plan. I want to do a bit of a challenge with all the TfL stuff. Basically, just drive everything I can in one sitting. So that should come up soon, hopefully. And yeah, do the odd game around there as well, hopefully. Which will be very nice. Ooh, nice. There's a couple in the sidings. I'm curious as well. Have we got track Oh, that's a shame. It would have been nice to have had tracked down to Stonebridge to get all of that stuff in. Ooh. Well, that was unnecessary, but kind of cool. All the older common stuff's in. So it's got the Elizabeth Line depot, but it's still got the Hex depot as well. Interesting stuff, eh? Interesting stuff. But yes, that is pretty much it for me. Is the walkway in? I don't think the walkway's in at all, is it? No. You can't get onto the station. Again, is it major? Not really. Is it a quality inconsistency? A consistency? Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. It would have been nice to have had something proper. Would have been nice to have gone further along the route as well. Yeah, okay, I can accept that they haven't for reasons of timescale. Nice. Nice. Have we got we got West Coast Main Line AI as well. Interesting. This is probably the same part of the model as used in the original West Coast Main Line and Bakerloo line, though, I'd imagine. In fact, you can hear one of the AIs. Oh, hang on. Pendolino. Pendolino. There we go. So, yes, that all exists. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has been a balanced review. Like I say, I do feel like it's been moany, which is such a shame, because there is so much passion, so much effort, and so much time being put into this project. It's very clear to see what's actually gone into this, and you know, I think it's awesome. It's completely admirable, and yeah, honestly, if Incredible Trains keeps doing what he's doing, we're on to a winner here, folks. We're on to an absolute winner. We really are. Could be the best train sim world developer in the entire game. Let's zoom in a bit, shall we? Let's hide that. Oh, we didn't hide the flipping clock. Flipping clock. Let me center it a bit. There we go. I might use that as a thumbnail. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave it here. Bakerloo line train coming downstairs. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Nice to be back on YouTube as well, because it's been a while since I've done a video. And, yeah. That's about it, really. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!